How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Arcanum Gaming. My name is Richie. Today we're back with another episode here of No Time, and you may be asking yourself, why is my voice not syncing up with the video? Well, turns out the other night when I was recording, I forgot to turn my mic on until about halfway through the video, so got a nice little voiceover today. So hope you guys are doing well. So we just jumped back into the game, and we were just getting caught up with what we had been working on before, which we had just started Act 3, and we were trying to find Crimson's plane wreck and get the components that we need to make the translator and rescue Author from the natives that have him held captive here. Now, let's see. I had just spawned into the game, and all of the guys that we dealt with last time reset or respawned or something, so I was just gonna take them out again with the EPA just to get some more coins for the time period. I did go ahead and cut out a lot of the just more uneventful parts of this first section, just since, I didn't have the audio recording properly. And we're really just wandering around the map trying to figure out where Crimson's plane crash was, because I don't remember. And I know that at one point here, towards the beginning, I went through our journal, and I couldn't find if it gave us a location. So right now we're just running back and forth collecting some coins. Not sure if these are going to be useful for anything yet. Although I imagine we can probably sell them in the future for a decent amount of money, since they are special gold coins. Yeah, so here we are. We're reading through the journal, just refreshing where we were at. So we know that Edward got caught. The rest of the agents in 300 BC. Time machine can't compute the date. Okay. Time input got fried. Need to salvage necessary circuit from Mr. Crimson's jet. Inside it's command bridge in order for Edward to repair the time conduction of the car. Should also be able to find out if there are any other resources for the translator. Edward mentioned that a native was messing around with a Mr. Crafty around one of the campfires next to the cavern where we had our base. Oh, and if you look right here in this section with the Olomolo, where it says that is southeast of Edward's cave, it looks like that is misspelled, Author, if you're watching the video. It's T-A-H-T instead of T-H-A-T. Yes, so we were just reading that. Tell us to go to the friendly natives in the old forest, south of the cage. Left his gun in the camp. Better have both ready. Get back to Edward as soon as may be. I believe we did visit the village a little bit later in the episode, but we didn't have the translator yet, so. Just working on some inventory management at the moment. That's right, we're getting out Mr. Crafty. We're going to see what the components were that we need to make the translator. Also discovered some other stuff in there that I had forgotten about. Or I really haven't looked through Mr. Crafty at all. There's a whole bunch of different stuff we can craft that I haven't messed with. So this was the time accelerator, which I thought was pretty cool because we found that time slower in the last chapter in Act 2. Apparently we can make a device that speeds up time, which is interesting. The multiplayer beacon, we're looking at the pet capsule, which really doesn't tell us what it is. Might be something we want to look at in the future. It almost kind of looks like a Pokeball. Now that I'm thinking about it, after the fact, rewatching the video. So I wonder if we craft that and like throw it at a wild animal, and maybe we catch it and turn it into a pet. Gonna have to jot a note down on that and check that out in a future episode. All right, let's jumping on a little way into our exploration. Mostly just wandering around the map, trying to find the plane crash, which I still haven't been able to find. If you guys know where that is, please let me know in the comments. Just exploring this cave up here by the volcano. A little bit of interest in cave drawing. A couple things we can mine up here. If we need to. I don't know. There's the volcano. The caldera, rather. Added to our map. And here we are at the old village in the old forest, which is the area in the future where we discovered the accordion man. That whole quest line. Alright, now we're just looking for a spot to land here. And then we'll run up there and take a look around, check that out. My flying skills were a little bit off today. In the video, that is. And I've got the EPA out here because I don't know if, at the time when I was recording this, I didn't realize that these guys were necessarily friendly. I thought they might be connected to the guys that were attacking us with the stones and stuff at the beginning of the episode. It wasn't until just reading back over the journal now, doing the voiceover, that I realized that this is where we were supposed to go after we get the translator. Though I think I was figuring it out right here, which is why I pulled out the little symbol of friendship thing. But since we don't speak the language and we don't have the translator, then it's not really helpful at the moment. And this interesting graphical thing where there's like the two guys standing in the same spot, or one person glitching into two. And here I had thought that, since he was some kind of a shopkeeper at the village, that maybe we could sell the ancient gold coins to him. So I'm running back to the car to get some of those out of the trunk to try and sell that. And then, with the leaves in the way, a bunch of stuff piled up, I was having trouble reaching what I was trying to get to. And as always, struggling just a little bit with the inventory. Trying to drop something and accidentally putting it into my inventory instead. I was also very tired while recording this. I think I also mentioned later in the video, after the recording, the audio recording is working. I was quite a bit behind on my recording schedule at this point. I usually have my videos scheduled, 2 to sometimes even 3 weeks in advance, just so that if something comes up, like came up 2 weeks ago, um, that I still have a relatively consistent release schedule. But I had a family medical emergency come up about 2 weeks ago, so I haven't recorded a video in about that length of time. So at the time I'm recording this, I only have one scheduled video left to go up, which is the third episode for Rosewater. Then over the next couple days, I hopefully will get a bit more caught up on my recording schedule. There's a blueprint that was for the meaty beetle stew. Another thing we can craft now, although I have found that crafting recipes for food have been relatively unnecessary, since I've always got, like, can always just get burgers and pizzas and stuff and stock up on those, or just hunt some wild animals and cook the meat on the fire, which, thank you for that tip in the previous episode also, that you can just cook anything on any fire just by dropping it on there, which I believe we do a little bit later in the episode too. I don't think I edited that out. Guess we'll see in a minute. And so, yeah, I tried doing anything with these gold coins, and nothing was really helpful. This was the entrance to that, like, temple place where the accordion man was that's currently sealed off. And we're just wandering around to see if there's anything else. I know I was commenting that the village seemed a bit barren. I expected there to be, like, some more furniture, some more stuff, since this is supposed to be, when it was active. And then I ignore the stairs and go down here and hurt myself, even though I fall like 2 feet. I do feel like sometimes with stuff like that, the fall damage in this game seems to be a little bit too sensitive, but that's just personal opinion. Not a big issue. I just am overzealous and, want to run down hills. Alright, and moving on. So after not being able to sell the coins, I went exploring a bit more, wandered around the map. I think this is maybe, it's 5 to 10 minutes later. We came across the fishing village again, which we'd been to in a previous episode, I think during Act 2. And just came down here to check out and see if maybe the plane crash was around here at all. And almost flipped the car. My driving in this episode was not very good, and then we ran into a random stick that was just floating in the air. Alright, so hop out the car, run over here, see if we can talk to these guys if they say anything different. But now it's just the same situation. I did notice, I don't know if I just wasn't looking closely enough or not, but it seemed to me like all of the natives just all have the exact same character model. Not sure if that's intentional or not. And then, so we got the steak, and this is where we were testing what we were told about cooking the meat on any fire. And it does seem that placement was important, because the first one I dropped did not cook in that spot. Had to put it a little bit more in the fire, like that one, and then we got a nice cooked steak. It's good. And it cooks really quickly, which is really nice. Didn't have to spend too much time on that. And then I thought for a second that the food made us sick, but we were actually just getting attacked by a seagull, which I tried and failed to shoot. And we pick up a coconut. Coconuts, at least the coconut drink, being my favorite thing to use in what do you call the freedom mode the non-story mode of the game, just to refuel the car. What is it? Mr. Fusion. What's it called? Why am I blanking on this right now? Anyway. So yeah, now we're just looking over the map again, trying to figure out where we have been, where we haven't been, because we still have not come across the plane crash, and I really don't remember where it was, if we ever knew for certain. And, yep, continuing to fly poorly, crashing into trees and all other manner of things. Sir Adam, there it is. I don't know why it took me so long to remember. And here's where I am figuring out that my mic wasn't recording. Hi guys, welcome back. I'm an idiot. I started recording this episode, got like 25 minutes in, and just realized that my microphone was still over in the corner and wasn't even plugged in. So, yeah, I don't know. Obviously, if you're watching this, you'll know what I did, but I'm probably going to maybe try and do some after-the-fact voiceover about what I was doing. Of course, I might just trim a lot of that video since I was just exploring, not really accomplishing anything anyway. We'll see. Obviously, at this point in the video, you'll already know what happened. Like I was saying at the beginning of the episode when I started that you couldn't hear, I haven't been here all mentally recently. Had a family emergency come up in the last week and a half, and so I got super behind on my recording schedule. I'm usually, 2 to 3 weeks ahead on videos, depending on the series, of course. There's always exceptions. I got some kind of cave down there. Yeah, so I'm trying to get caught up a little bit this week. Obviously, no time was on that list. Let's go and land the car here, because make sure we didn't lose anything important. Obviously, we lost some coins there. Still got the coconut, still got, looks like both boxes. Mr. Crafty. Med kit, okay. Yeah, everything important is here. We just lost some of those gold coins. Not sure where those went. Well, that was a thing. So yeah, how are you guys doing? Let me know down in the comments. We're on our 19th episode at this point. So mostly what I was doing towards the beginning of the episode, we're trying to find the plane crash for Mr. Crimson so that we can get the parts that we need to make the translator and also to rescue Author. And so far, I have not been having much luck. In finding the plane crash, that is. What's that over there? That's just the hot springs. Still no luck so far. Alright, let's check out this city here. Please don't hit the tree. Okay. Alright, are these going to be bad guys? Or are they going to be friendly? Hello. Seem to be friendly so far. A little dark down here. It's not effective as would have hoped. Probably should go back and get my lantern. What do we got here? Can I maybe pick up the torch? No. It's very dark in this cavern city. Yep, I see something here. Barkeep. Native goldsmith. Aha. Hello. Well, I found a place to sell my gold. And don't have any of it with me. Awesome. Now, hopefully I can find my way back out of here. I apologize for how dark this most certainly is on camera. What was that? There's something back there. Alright, this blue crystal light seems to be more effective on the way out than it was on the way in. Hopefully we're going the right way. And it does appear that that is the case. Yeah, maybe we just take the whole box with us, honestly. Wait a second. This box does not have the lantern, though. Alright, that's a little better. I do kind of wish I had a flashlight instead, but that's okay. We can make this work. A lot of native folks in here. They all seem to be the same character model. Unless I just haven't been looking closely enough. All right, goldsmith. Hello. Okay. Drop that. Pick this up here. Set it on his table. Or her table. Not quite sure. Hello, friend. I can sell my gold for $9. $9 whole. Alright. Can I buy something? Ooh, I can buy a pickaxe. Alright, I bet those ancient gold coins are worth more money in the future. It's alright, I'm gonna buy a pickaxe though. Now let's use this pickaxe. Alright, what do we got here? Copper ore. Oh. Hurting myself because I'm overworking without eating. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's nice. I don't have to be holding the copper ore. I can just be standing next to it. That's very nice, actually. Okay. Next question. Does this pickaxe have durability? I don't think it does. Or I would have noticed by now. I can hold one more ore. Oops. Come on. Doesn't look like anything else is dropping out of here. Maybe I've gotten everything out of it that I can. Let's go and finish off that burger. Find something else. Arc or what is arc? I'm wondering. Sounds fancy. Arcstone. Somehow I get the feeling I'm gonna need that. Got 2 of them so far. Let's get one more. If we can. Maybe we can't. Alright, we got, is that 2 or 3? Okay, let's go and pick up our burger and head back to that smelter guy. Probably not the most exciting episode this week, but I wanted to get something out, and since we were having so much trouble. You smelt my gold ore. I don't have any gold ore. I have copper and I have arcstone. Hmm. I could buy food and stuff from this guy. Never mind. Can I? Okay. What else can we do around here? There's more arc ore. Here's another exit. Where are we here? Secret entrance. Secret entrance to what? To the city? As our car's just down here. Okay, let's see. Can we get back down to the car without going back through the city? Probably not. That looks like death. Should we try it? Maybe not. Alright, I've been recording for a while. I don't know how much of it I'm going to edit again because I wasn't recording audio at the beginning of the episode, but I'm stuck on something here. I think I'm going to wrap this one up here for today. I'll go ahead and get back to the car and save off camera, and then hopefully, next week, we will be able to find the Mr. Crimson's plane wreck and get back into the main story here. Why I'm like stuck on an invisible wall here. I'm not seeing anything that says entrance or how to get back in. And I just left my cheeseburger there. What's over here, actually? It's saying secret entrance is this way. I bet I don't see any secret entrance. The entrance is down there, which was not a secret. Okay, yeah, anyway, got distracted there. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next week. Thank you. Have a nice day.